Okay guys, so we are going to practice the short rounds on our snout of our dragon. This is how far I am so far. This time I am using the Joanne Posh yarn with a size 5 hook. So he's actually coming out a little bit smaller than the regular dragon size head. Okay, we got like a little bit smaller of a head. Can't really tell, but okay. This is where I'm at. So I am at the short round. So for this dragon head, to make it curved like this so that it sits like this when you're finished. So this is the back and forth round that's right about this area, in those couple of rows. So we're going to do the short rounds. I'm going to show you right how to do that now. Okay, so here we are. The first step is to single crochet 28. This is 13, step 13, okay, or row 13. So we're going to do 28 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I just gotta adjust this a tiny bit. 9, 10, 11. Whoops. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. So if you're looking at the head now, if you're looking directly at it, 28 stitches leaves you right about over here to the left of the snout. You're looking forward at it, okay? So we did 28 stitches. What we're going to do is reverse direction. When it says reverse direction, turn your work. You're not going to continue going to the left from right to left. You're going to turn your work. So we're still going to go right to left, but we're doing it in the opposite direction now. We turned the whole head, so it's not going to be down like this anymore. We're going to turn it. Okay, so the left-hand side of the snout where we were looking directly at it is now over to my right. Okay, so we're turning it just like that. Begin crocheting in the other direction. This is actually called a short round, is how it's phrased in the directions to my pattern. Okay, so turn your work. Skip that first stitch. Obviously, you can't go back in that first stitch right there. So you're going to go into this one. Okay? We will gently go in there, slip stitch into that first one. Just a slip stitch. Pull that tight. Pull that right tight. So that tightens your stitch up. You don't have a big hole there. It's tightened right down. Okay. Pull a yarn so that we close up that small hole that was made by skipping the first stitch. But we are not finished here. Right, you do the slip stitch. Single crochet 2. 1, 2. Now you're just going to do your regular stitches the rest of the way as it says in the directions. So we're going to decrease now, and I like to do this invisible decrease, so I go into that one, I come into this one, bring it through the first 2 loops, and then I yarn over and bring it through the next 2 loops. And then I pull those tight too, so that just makes that hole just about disappear from where you decreased. That gives you a really nice look on your plushie. So we're going to continue to do that. Now it says we're going to single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to decrease. And we want to do that 3 times. There's that invisible decrease again through the first 2, yarn over, do it through the next 2. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times. 1, 2, where's my next stitch? Sometimes it's hard to see depending on which yarn you're using. 3. And I'm crocheting using my camera, so I'm not really looking at my actual work. So I'm going to go into the next stitch, grab that. Now I have 2 loops, 3 loops on the hook actually. Okay, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the next 2. Pull that tight so it closes up your hole. Okay, and then we're going to do it again so that it equals 3 times total. That we're doing single crochet 3 and then decrease. Okay, pull that tight to close up your hole, and now you're going to single crochet the rest of the way. 1. I usually pull this one too because there's usually a little hole after the decrease, so that first single crochet after the decrease I also pull the yarn tight there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 is our final one. 8 stitches. Okay, very nice. Yes, you are there. Okay, now you're going to continue. This is going to be row 14. Okay, and this is part of that sequence of the going around, so I'm just going to continue on and show you guys how to do this. So you're going to single crochet these ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so there's 8 stitches that we're going to do. Now for the 9th stitch, you're going to go into this side. See where we turned? That's where we turned for our short round. That's going to be stitch number 9. And you're going to just crochet right up onto there. Gently pull that yarn again to make the hole invisible. Okay. Single crochet again into this top loop here of that crochet. Okay, see what it's looking like there? Now you want to kind of just go right there into that top loop. That's like your first crochet, and just crochet that. Okay, so that's what it's kind of looking like. It still is bumped up, but it's not as noticeable as it was. So that's 10 total stitches right there. Pause. Okay, sorry. Okay, I had to update the pattern as I was doing this. Okay, so then we're going to continue to decrease. This is the following step after the bumped up part where the short round ended. Okay, so we're decreasing, and then we are single crocheting 2. And we're going to do that step 3 times also. So decrease, single crochet 2. Now you're going to go right on past your stitch marker here, okay? We're going to decrease, and we're going to single crochet 2. And I am kind of self-taught with this whole thing, so with the whole short rounds thing, I know that some artists do it, but I don't think that it's my way exactly. I'm not sure. But I know that there was a lot of confusion when I posted the pattern, so I'm just showing you guys how I do it to get the look that I get. Okay, so now the next step is decrease and then single crochet 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Row 15 is going to be single crochet 2 and then decrease. So you're going to continue on, single crochet 1, 2, and then decrease. We're at about the top of the head now, which doesn't make sense because and single crochet 1, 2, whoops, and then decrease, because we started out with our stitch marker at the bottom of the head. So now our round is on the top, and I know that that's a bit confusing, but that's just how this pattern is, and I don't know how to write it any differently so that people will understand and get the same shape that I got from my dragon head, because I really like the shape of him. So then we're going to do one more decrease, and I think that that was 3 times, so we're going to do this 6 times total. Okay, yep, I got the decrease and the decrease and the decrease right there, so that's 3 times. So now we're going to do 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, and I just left my stitch marker right in there because that's just where I want it to be right now, because these are weird rows. 2, decrease, and that is our 6th one of those, and then we're going to single crochet 2, 1, 2, and we're right about here with the head. Okay, so at this point, you can add your safety eyes. If you're using Bernat blanket, you might want to add like 24 to 30 millimeter. For this guy, I think I'm probably going to use some smaller eyes because his head is just a lot smaller comparatively. If you're looking at the two of them, that's just a pretty big difference in size. So I think I'm going to use some smaller ones, probably like 14 or 16 millimeter. I hope that this has helped to clear up any confusion about the eyes or about the short rounds in here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my stitch marker out from that center point at the bottom that we had, and I'm going to put the stitch marker here, because this is where our stitch marker is going to remain now that we have all of that done. And our next step is to single crochet and decrease. Okay, so we should have 20 stitches here now, and then I think 20, is that right? Or is my, hang on. Scratch that. There should be 22 stitches now. Okay, there are 22 stitches right there. So there's the inside of your head. There should be 22 right here. You're going to go around and do a single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, all the way around. And then you'll be all set. That was the only short round, and I hope that it was explained well enough. And the pattern is being updated, the free version, along with a photographed version that is going to be published for sale at some point on my website so that everyone can have it in a PDF if they'd like it to be, by having a paid version. Again, my patterns are going to be cheap because I'm just not that great of a crochet pattern writer at this point, and I want everybody to be able to make really cool dragons. But I have made a lot of different mods for these dragons, and I might even include fins so that he could be plesiosaur, instead of, you know, like you can make like a Nessie or that type of dinosaur or whatever, so that you can really customize your dragon, because I think that they come out really cool. It's a big plushie when you're finished, and I really like them. I hope you guys do too, and thanks so much for joining me today and learning how to do a short round. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and possibly subscribe. I'll be coming out with some more free patterns in the near future. I have a bear that is just about wrapped up that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so thanks a lot. Bye.